everybody. Come on in for a great show. You know, a lot of things jumped off this weekend that we have to talk about. So come on in, everybody, because we're going to be talking about Michael Cohen and Paul Manafort, Robert Mueller and his shenanigans, James Comey and his absent-minded. He's absent-minded. Kevin Hart and Kyler Murray, and what happens with the Oscars. He was supposed to host the Oscars, and he ended up pulling out, and we'll tell you why. And so much more. I mean, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. You know what? I'm just so excited. So listen, YouTube, Periscope, I'm about to say Instagram. We ain't on Instagram. We're not on Instagram. Facebook, Diamond. We're not live streaming on Instagram, but you can always follow us on Instagram.
That's right.
Facebook, diamondandsilk.com. Yes. Are we up on all portals?
We are up on all portals.
Okay. Hit it, y'all. Y'all, welcome to tonight's Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live. We're your host, Diamond and Silk, and Silk, oh Silk. What a long weekend. It started off Friday, and I'm just like, everything hit the fan. But before we get started and dig into all of the juiciness, tonight's show is being brought to you by the Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Tour. So I want you to head over there to diamondandsilk.com, click on Chit Chat Tour to get your Chit Chat Tour tickets. And the theme next year, 2019, is Flip it red, keep it red. Flip it red, keep it red, girl.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
And let me give you the dates, you all, okay? So that I just want to keep you all updated and informed.
Yes.
So the dates are February the 23rd. We're going to kick it off in Washington, D.C. at the Trump International Hotel. March the 9th, we're going to be in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. April the 13th, Grand Rapids, Michigan. May 18th, Mobile, Alabama. Hey, my Alabamians. July 13th, Billings, Montana. And July 20th, Palm Desert, California. So, oh my goodness, I just want to see y'all. I want to see your face in the place. So make sure you go to diamondandsilk.com, click on Chit Chat Tour to get your tickets.
And they're adding some more dates, so just
and you can look at absolutely. People want us in Vegas and all over the place. Listen, stay updated at diamondandsilk.com. Click on Chit Chat Tour, and they will keep you updated and informed.
That's right.
And don't forget to visit the store for this holiday season. Diamondandsilkstore.com, and find your little gift for a loved one. Ornaments and cups, and I love my little mug. I love these little mugs right here. I've been drinking out of them. So go over there to the store. And I think they got some free shipping going on over there. So go over there, diamondandsilkstore.com. And also make sure you stay connected with Chit Chat Me. ChitChatMe.com. Go in, put your email address so you can stay updated and informed on the next phase of what we're doing with social media. Listen, we've been hearing it. We've been hearing your complaints. I'm talking about the countless of complaints that's been coming in with these social media platforms.
It's ridiculous.
We've been hearing it. And so you all, I have so much other stuff to be focused on. And so much stuff jumping off. It's like, okay, what do I put my attention? My attention is making sure that at the end of the day, Americans is thriving. And that we are still behind our president. Because we see what's happening and how it seems like a lot of people is trying to take him down with their shenanigans.
It's called prioritizing.
That's right. Thank you, Silk. You found a good word.
Yes.
Good. Okay, so make sure you stay connected at chitchatme.com. And also, here's another reason why we love to have your email address, because whenever we drop a show, because we always get complaints about, oh my God, social media won't let me even view it. Well, go to diamondandsilk.com to view it. And then we always update people by letting them know, putting the show out. We'll email you, let you know in case you missed it. here, click on this link
where you can go.
Where you can go. So that's why it's always, if you want to stay updated with what we're doing,
right,
and social media is trying to hide us or hide it,
oh my God,
that is a way. It's crazy, it's ridiculous, but it is what it is.
But can I just say one thing?
You can say
I remember whenever we was on the Hill, and we went there to tell our side of the story about what was going on. We was ostracized, criticized. We was told it was a hoax. Negative stories was written on against us.
That's right.
The very fake news reported against us very negatively. Right. And now you see everything happening and unfolding. When we told you all
what was happening. And a lot of people did not want to believe us the left because they kept calling us. It was making it look like we was lying about something. Yes. Even when Facebook came out and apologized for what they did.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they're trying to say that allegedly we said that this happened to us.
No, this ain't no alleged nothing. It
happened. And Facebook admitted to it when they apologized for it 2 times.
Duh. So, and let me just throw this in here, you all. People keep saying, okay, so we are on this platform called Fox Nation.
Yes.
We're going to be speaking about that in the weeks to come.
Yes.
We're not leaving, y'all. We're still here, you all.
Yes.
So calm down. We still do our Chit Chat show on Mondays.
Yes.
This is, we love it. We still are doing this here.
Yes.
But we'll be talking about Fox Nations in the weeks to come, okay?
Yes.
So, and keep you all updated and informed.
We're going to keep you updated.
Yeah, and I just wanted to go ahead on and throw that out there.
All right.
All right, so we got rid of all that. Okay, so now let's get into the juiciness. Let's just bite down on this. So we minded our business on Friday.
Yeah.
Friday, I had to go do my little grocery shopping. Okay. And so I needed Mueller to go ahead on, bring out what you all found and the amount of time that you were going to give Michael Cohen so I can go to the grocery store. Speaking of grocery store, whoever is going around buying up the grandma molasses, stop it. I have to tell this story. So, it's cold here, and in parts of our state, we've got snowy weather.
Right.
And anytime it's snowy, listen, I want comfort food.
Yes.
So I woke up the other morning, you all wanting me some bread and molasses. Now, whole cake, biscuits and molasses, but they call it, Mama used to make us whole cake bread. Was it whole cake biscuits?
Whole cake biscuits.
Whole cake biscuits.
Yes.
Whole cake biscuit bread and molasses, right?
Yes.
So I wanted me some molasses because I was going to make me some biscuits and molasses.
That's right.
Well, I run out to my favorite store. I'm not going to call their name because ain't nobody paying me. Ain't nobody paying us. So I went to my favorite store. Right. All of it was gone. Oh. So I went to the next store that's really not my favorite store, and they only had 2 jars left. Stop buying up all of the grandma molasses.
Yes.
So I was able to get me some molasses so that I could cook me what I wanted to cook me, and it was so delicious.
Oh my God.
It's just like comfort food because it's cold, and shout out to everybody in Asheville and Charlotte and Greensboro. We all experiencing the snow. Yeah. We experiencing a little wintry weather. It's very, very cold here, but we didn't get the hard down snow. So shout out to you all.
Can I tell my quick experience?
Go ahead, tell.
So I went into the grocery store and I purchased some Lay's barbecue potato chips. They sell them extra large.
Okay.
In a big bag.
Right.
But it's a bag full of air.
Oh.
Lay's barbecue potato chips, you all need to stop charging the consumer extra money for extra air. Put some potato chips up inside of that bag.
Put enough potato chips in the bag so we'll buy it.
So we can eat it. Being extra for doggone air.
Oh, I love it, girl.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, anywho, speaking of paying extra, you all.
Yes.
It looked like Michael Cohen is going to be doing a substantial amount of time.
Wow.
Because of his shenanigans. His crimes that he committed, you all. Yes. And, so I'm sorry. Let me just go ahead on and get my little paperwork
here. Go ahead on and get your paperwork.
I'm beside myself when I'm looking at everything that's going on.
Well.
And in spite of everything, we still have to report on what's happening, right?
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Go ahead, girl. You got everything
I got everything, yes,
okay,
I
was just going to say something while you're getting everything you need about the New York courts. New court filings by Mueller and federal prosecutors in New York City showed 2 things.
Right.
It showed no Russia collusion, and it also showed evidence that Hillary Clinton and the DNC broke campaign finance laws by failure to report that they paid for the Fusion GPS for the Operation research that was used by the FBI to get a FISA warrant from a secret court to spy on Trump campaign.
Dang, where did you get this from, girl? Oh my God. So, they did not file?
They did not file with the FEC. See, okay, and I know we got a lot of stuff to
We got a lot of stuff to talk right quick.
So can I just break that one
Break
point
it down,
real
break
quick?
it down,
Break it
girl.
down. Okay, so with Hillary Clinton, okay, paying for the Fusion GPS for the Dossier. Okay, where was that money allocated to on the FEC? Where was it shown at on the FEC? All right, but let me tell you how clever Hillary Clinton and the DNC are. They hired Perkins. That law firm, remember?
I remember the law firm Perkins.
They hired the law firm Perkins. And Perkins is the one that hired Fusion GPS. Okay? So the money, all right, that Hillary paid Perkins, was that a contribution to her campaign?
Ooh.
Don't get me started.
Don't get us started. Well, okay. Well, I was looking at the whole scenario. Now they're going to give Michael Cohen a substantial amount of time, saying that he deserved it for what the alleged crimes that he committed. Right. Okay. But then they are saying on the very fake news that this implicates the president of the United States. And I'm like, what do you mean this implicates the president of the United States? Now keep in mind, as a lawyer, okay, as a lawyer, Cohen's job for president or for then Donald Trump was to represent and advise on civil and criminal cases. That's what an attorney job
That's what
is to
his
do.
job was to do.
Okay. So they're trying to say that this porn star being paid off was the attorney's, was Trump's idea. Let me go back. They're trying to say that this porn star, which was really not a porn, it's not the really porn star that's in question, it's this other lady that's in question. Okay. But they're trying to say that these women that were paid off, okay?
Oh, you keeping that nice. Go ahead.
These women that were paid off, they're trying to say that this was Trump ideas and not Michael Cohen's idea.
To pay them off.
Right, I beg to differ.
Okay, so.
Because, wait a minute. If the president hires you as an attorney, your job is to be an attorney, not go behind his back to make backdoor deals that the president knows nothing about. And when it comes to paying this porn star, these porn stars are these women,
right?
Michael Cohen is supposed to know the law.
The law. He's supposed to know
because
the law.
If that be the case, why did the president or then Donald Trump hire an attorney?
That's right.
Okay? An attorney. Right. Now, here's what I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
You want to say that the president is a president, being that he was a private citizen.
That's right.
He can use his money the way he wants to.
He was a billionaire.
That he broke some campaign finance law. Now, as a private citizen, I thought when you make your money, you could do whatever you want with your money. You can buy your money. You can buy what you want to buy. You got what I'm talking about?
You can do what you want to do. It's supposed to be your money after you pay.
But what I don't understand is that we have people in Congress that represents the American people. And Congress have a slush fund where they paying money hand over fist to pay off alleged people that's been abused, that's sexually assaulted. Nobody is saying
people within the Congress.
Within the Congress. So how is it that you want to hold Donald Trump, who was a private citizen, at this level for something that happened before he became president? But all of these people that's in Congress and this slush fund, which is our tax dollars, is being paid to pay off people that's been abused for sexual assault, misconduct, to hush, and ain't nobody looking at that.
So it brings me to this.
Come on, girl.
If Hillary Clinton and the DNC hired Perkins law firm to represent them, okay,
just like President Trump hired Michael Cohen to represent him. Go ahead.
Who ordered the payment for the Dossier? Need we say more?
Who did it?
Who did it?
Anywho, You would think it would be a crime. You would think it would be a crime as to what they're doing up there in Congress with this big slush fund.
Yes.
But here you all looking, and this is what, can I just say one thing? Go ahead. And let me tell you why the fake news, and you got everybody following the fake news, and they keep saying implication, the word implication. They're trying to change the narrative because they already know that Mueller don't have absolutely unequivocally nothing. So what we're doing is we're change the narrative, and make it look like that the president is being implicated on some BS that Michael Cohen did. Michael Cohen should have been the one that knew better.
That's right.
He is the attorney. And he's the president hired an attorney to know this stuff.
And he pleaded guilty.
That's right.
To multiple counts of business and tax fraud.
There you go.
Michael Cohen is the one that pleaded guilty to making excessive contribution to the Trump campaign and making false statements to Congress regarding unsuccessful efforts to build a Trump Tower in Moscow. That's what Michael Cohen did.
That's just like I was telling you all last week.
Yes.
Whenever you are a millionaire or a billionaire or you become famous, and you have a team of people around you, you expect people to do what they're paid to do.
That's
not go outside of the scope and do what they want to do. And then once their hand get caught in the cookie jar, they expect the person that they work for to bail them out, and that person don't even know what the heck is going on.
And Donald Trump paid a retainer fee every month to Cohen.
That's right.
Right.
There you go.
Well, Hillary Clinton paid a retainer fee to Perkins.
That's right. So he can get the information that she needed. See, how is it okay for you to bash and disparage and accuse one?
Right.
But you ain't accusing the other one that did about the same thing.
The same thing. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, but she's okay.
But she's okay now. Yeah. Even though we got evidence of this, she's okay. But you don't have no evidence
of Trump. And they go back to the recording. They go back to the recording. I'm sorry, that recording don't represent anything. It don't mention anything about a porn star being paid. It don't mention anything about somebody that then Donald Trump slept with in his past being paid. And can I just say this here? Why is it that these people are not being charged with exploiting the president?
That's right.
I look at this some undercover blackmail.
Yep.
Why are you, because he is going to become the most powerful man in the world,
that's right,
you coming out and saying, well, you remember when you slept with me? I don't want this story you don't want this story to get out, so you have to pay me.
That sounds like some blackmail.
That's right. I see some people that need to go down for extortion.
Especially after a contract's been signed, money's already been paid for you to sleep on your back for the contract, and then you want to turn around and go back on that?
There you go.
Get more money for it?
I just think the whole thing, you all, is shenanigans. Can I just say one thing?
Go ahead.
Listen, another thing. Russia, I thought they were the ones that influenced this. Now you trying to make it look like that who influenced the election was porn stars being paid off. That's what influenced the election.
And they even wrote up that Cohen is the one that influenced the election.
Cohen wasn't even part of the campaign. He was not part of the campaign.
Okay. If that be the case, did Hillary Clinton influence the election?
That's right.
By paying Perkins, who in turn hired Fusion GPS, who in turn got the Dossier, the fake Dossier. Or did the FBI influence the election? Because they paid Christopher Steele money for the Dossier.
And are you mad that her big influence and her spending almost $100 million in the election and she still lost? Are you mad about that? Is that what you're mad about?
Right.
And how can you say? This is what I don't understand. You say Russians spent $100,000 on Facebook, and that's what influenced 60-some million people to vote for Trump. But then you got crooked Hillary, spent almost $100 million. Oh, but what about that?
No.
Nobody said nothing about that. Who tried to influence what?
Yes.
Because they the one went after a Dossier to disparage, disrespect, and try to bring down Donald Trump before he even became president. They the one submitted these here dossiers to get a FISA warrant and all that kind of good stuff.
That's right.
They the one did that.
They the one did it.
Oh, y'all don't mean to get upset. Forgive me. I don't mean to be loud. Cut your volume down. Because I'm a little ticked off about this tonight.
That's right. And what they did, the FBI, they went through a secret court. A secret court.
Wouldn't even let the public know what was going on.
With this fake, phony Dossier is what they did to get a FISA warrant, to be able to spy on the Trump campaign. That's what they did. That's the crime right there.
And the mere fact that they thought that payments paid to a porn star was to hush up that information so it would not influence the election. If that would have came out during the election, the president still would have won.
He still
Remember when y'all tried to take him down with that other comment? Grab him by the, you know what? Remember that? That didn't take him down. Remember when you had that, what's that lady name? I can't stand her. Her and her daughter had these women coming out talking about all red. Had these women coming out about the president doing this, then Donald Trump doing that way back years ago. That didn't stick. And then now you got this here right here.
Yeah.
And anybody can take and do whatever they want to with their money.
Yeah.
But what gets me is there should be laws put in place.
Yes.
That nobody has the right to come back and blackmail somebody because they're going to get a higher position. They're going to become more powerful in the United States and outside of the United States.
Right.
That is wrong. Right. And what I see is somebody should be arrested for even trying to blackmail then Donald Trump for this BS.
Right.
Because we still don't know if it's true.
That's right.
You have to understand if you are a millionaire or a billionaire how things go.
That's right.
Honey, let me tell you something. Somebody start running off that their mouth. The first thing they want to do is pay people to get them up. Just pay her something to get her away.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Yes. Instead of going to court because they don't want the back and forth of things.
That's right.
But sometimes maybe it's time to put a halt to that.
Yep.
Well, let's go to court. Well, let's prove it.
Yes.
Because just because you took a picture with Donald Trump don't mean you slept with him.
That's right. Because she was walking around talking about she had an affair with him, but then all of a sudden she said, no, it was just for one night.
Well, that was a booty call.
That's what hoes do,
That's
baby.
what they do.
That's right. Now, can I just circle back around to the slush fund? People need to understand that our tax dollars
is paying for that.
Our tax money is the one that's funding this slush fund that Congress have to pay off individuals that are claiming to be sexually assaulted by members inside of Congress. Our tax dollars is paying for that, and they're keeping that hush-hush.
Right.
They're not telling us who these Congress people are.
But they want to talk about then Donald Trump and what happened in his past.
That's right.
And how we should know that.
All of this.
No, they ain't had nothing to do with my money.
Right.
That was with his money. So why y'all keep breaking that to the American people? I want to know what's happening with our tax dollars up there among Congress and this slush fund and everybody that they paying out. How about you talk about that? Investigate that. Do your thorough research and detailed investigation on that.
And even down to President Trump's tax return.
Yes.
I don't care what his tax
returns look
like when he was a private citizen. I care about how he manages the money as the president of the United States.
Pay the bills, Mr. President.
That's right.
Pay the bills. Now, y'all have to forgive us for being all beside ourselves. And just cut the volume down because you know Diamond and Silk, you all know how we roll.
After 19 months and millions of dollars wasted, all that has come out after everything is no Russia collusion. None whatsoever. None. The Mueller has been fishing, looking, snooping, sneaking, peeping, deep sea fishing, and turning over rocks, trying to find a smoking gun. And the only thing he keep coming up with is a little toy gun.
No collusion.
No collusion.
None whatsoever.
Everything is outside of the scope of what he's supposed to be investigating.
And people have to understand that it was the with the Cohen deal. It was that's on a state level. That's on a state level. But it never would have went to a state level had Mueller and his camp not tipped him up. Well, here's what we know with this.
No, this was a tip that they sent over to the people that in New York. Because, you know, they all hung around together.
Each other,
They all know each other.
All of it is a waste of money.
All of
Everything
it is a waste of dog-owned money.
Right. Yeah. All of it is. All of it is. And listen, this is, and here's the deal. They keep talking about campaign finance laws was broken. I'm sorry, I don't see that. I think it's crazy, fake, fragile, and it's a shaky argument because the president could do whatever the hell he wants to with his money. So I don't know how that's going to stick.
Right.
But I'm just telling you all the narrative that they're trying to run in front of the American people.
Right.
So they don't want to tell you how good the economy is doing.
That's
how many jobs were created during the previous month. They don't want to tell you how unemployment unemployment is at an all-time low. They don't want to tell you that. Right. So they want to stay stuck.
They want to stay
on
stuck
this
on
here
that.
because they know if you hear something long enough, you will start to believe it. And
That's
somebody
right.
don't write us. Stop listening to the fake news.
That's right. And if you cannot indict a sitting president, why is millions of dollars being wasted to investigate a sitting president?
That's right.
And you know who else I fought?
Who?
The damn Republicans.
I fought you too because you let this foolishness go on.
That's right.
For too long.
Too long.
$40-some million wasted, and what do we have? Absolutely unequivocally nothing.
That's
but
right.
wasted money. Now imagine if you would have took that $40 million and add that to the pot so we can get the $5 billion we need for the wall.
To build a damn wall.
But you don't want to do no mess like that.
No, you don't. But you know what?
What, girl?
Maybe these Republicans that's sitting back on the Hyde Park will learn something. Because now that the Democrats have the House, okay, come January,
yes,
their plans is to intimidate, interrogate, manipulate, stagnate, speculate, and investigate.
Oh. Gee.
And there is nothing about legislate in that.
So they're already geared up thanks to the anti-Trumper and the swamp Republicans to go after this sitting president for impeachment. But why aren't we impeaching some members of Congress that's been paying off the little cockapon? And the people that have accused them of sexual harassment or sexual misconduct. Don't nobody want to do that. Don't nobody want to talk about that.
And then you got the fake news want to spread all of these conspiracy theories. They want to talk about everybody else as being a conspiracy theorist, but they're taking and speculating without facts and making up some stuff and making conspiracy theories out as a narrative for people to listen to.
Well, here's some facts.
With some facts.
Cohen crimes happened long before Trump became the president. I want you all to understand that. And see, when some of these, we call them hoes, are paid off. Okay, prostitute, porn stars, whatever you want to call them. Trump was not the president. He was a private citizen that had a billionaire status with his own money. Period. You know? And so you have to understand, Trump refused to accept money from these lobbyists.
That's right.
But Hillary Clinton accepted millions. And foreign money while running for president. Where even when she was under investigation. And even when she was a Secretary of State.
That's
kickback paddywhacks. The pay for play. And they did it with that doggone Clinton Foundation.
That's right.
Oh, everybody's silent about that. Don't nobody want to talk about that.
They don't want to talk about the $500,000 that Bill Clinton was paid for a speech from Russia, or the money that Hillary Clinton got from Russia but didn't pay taxes on it, or the 20% of the uranium that was sold over to Russia thanks under the Obama administration. Don't nobody bring Obama in here too.
Don't nobody want to talk about that.
You know, I wish that my man Donald J. Trump would have fired the whole FBI whenever he took over office
and just got all new people.
All of those leftovers. Because what do you do to leftovers that's in the refrigerator?
Trash
them. You throw them out. You throw them the hell out. Real quick, according to sources, Fusion. I want people to understand how this got started real quick.
Go ahead, break it down.
Because a lot of people say, well, it was the Republicans that started it. Well, you're right.
Go ahead.
Fusion had been hired to get information on Trump during the primaries by a major Republican donor, billionaire Paul Singer. Okay? When Trump became the Republican nominee, the Clinton campaign and the Democrat Party began picking up the tab for the Fusion research. Okay? Fusion owner Glenn Simpson hired Steele, a Russia expert, to gather information from his sources in Russia.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me again, and I think we've said this before, if all of this here wasn't a setup, because why in the hell are you going through Russia to get anything on Trump when Trump don't live in Russia?
Because it was all a setup.
It was all a setup. President Trump don't live in Russia?
No, he don't. No, he don't.
He didn't have a business in Russia. You got to go to why Russia are you going to Russia unless this wasn't cleverly already a setup?
That's right.
Go ahead.
And if opposition research is legit as long as it's not offered by foreign government, then how was the FBI able to pay Christopher Steele to do opposition research.
Well, why is the FBI being political like that and biased based on the fact that they were even paying Christopher Steele to do opposition research? That's not no investigation. You pay somebody money. If you're going to investigate something, why wasn't the FBI doing it? Why would you pay Christopher Steele?
That's right.
For opposition research.
FBI. So
you just as biased too.
You just as biased and crooked. And the deal is, see, I keep bringing up the Hatch Act, 1939.
Come on.
The Hatch Act. If you look back at the Hatch Act, those government officials is not supposed to do anything based on political bias or view.
Does that also mean the FBI?
The FBI.
So then that means that the FBI committed a crime with the Hatch Act.
Exactly.
Because you're not supposed to be biased.
You're not supposed
you should have never hired Christopher Steele and paid him none of our tax dollars to do this foolishness.
That's right. And if they had somebody doing all this research on Donald Trump, then where's the evidence of Russia collusion?
That's right.
Why do it have to take 2 years to find it?
You should have found, if it was really Russia collusion, didn't y'all spy on them?
Yes.
You didn't see nothing then?
Yes. The Democrat House may try to impeach the president on campaign finance violation because of sexual matters before he was president.
Well, I wouldn't call it a sexual matter. I'm going to call it a matter, and here's why.
Okay.
Because we don't know if
we don't even know if she had sex.
Just because you see a picture with Donald Trump you've taken, you don't know if that's true.
You don't even know if it was a sexual, if
listen, I'm telling you all, when you become famous, when you are a millionaire or a billionaire, women come out the woodwork and half of them be lying. Be lying, you all. Just to make money. Just to get money. Just to implicate somebody and create this story to embarrass somebody. And what millionaires and billionaires and famous people tend to do is just pay them to go away.
And be done with
Pay them to go away. If you go back to the tape of Michael Cohen, when he was taping and that should be against the damn law
That's
too.
Right.
He's a lawyer taping his client. The president should also get him for that too, because that's wrong. But when he was taping the president, remember, if you go back to that, the president was talking about something and he was like, that's all made up. It's all phony. It's all lies. So you got to remember the incoming that he received from people just wanting to make up lies, you all. And so what they do, listen, sometimes, and I know $100,000 may seem a lot to us, but if you are a billionaire, that don't seem like a lot of money. Okay, just and be done with it. Okay, because I ain't got time to fight this here because I'm doing this, and that.
Right.
Which is wrong. There should be laws put in place that if you are found trying to blackmail and trying to exploit somebody because of their position, you should go straight to jail. Because when I see women coming out, I want to tell something to embarrass him, you should go to jail.
You should go to jail because you should have told it back then instead of waiting to now calling yourself gonna drop a dime.
There you go.
Well, Dan Backer is an expert campaign finance lawyer. He said in an interview published on Monday that he is not impressed with the Department of Justice evidence that effectively links Trump's campaign financial violation after the recent release of the Cohen sentencing memo. He also said that there appears to be no evidence to corroborate the DOJ's apparent assertion of any legality of Trump's part. Backer is a veteran campaign counsel. Said it is common practice for high-profile individuals, the same thing you just got finished saying, and companies to take part in these kinds of payment arrangement. He said Trump is a brand. He has carried out similar payments for years, and these so-called hush buys will likely continue.
Not only with him, but with a lot more other rich people.
That's right.
Take this out the news. Keep this out that people getting paid to do all of that stuff.
Even people in Congress.
Look at these members of Congress that's being accused for sexual harassment. They won't take that to court. So they started them a slush fund with our tax dollars to pay these people off.
Brand protection is not a campaign contribution, he told the magazine. It is not a campaign contribution. And the media is so dogmatic.
We had people writing us this weekend about what was happening. They felt disheartened. Listen, stop listening to the very fake news. Stop listening to the very fake news and go over there to diamondandsilk.com and get you a Chit Chat tour ticket.
Yes.
So we can have fun.
Fun.
So that our man can be, so he can go ahead and be elected in 2020 is what we want.
That's right.
You know what I mean? They're fake. They take one thing is called speculations, allegations, accusation without accurate information is fake news. That's why we call them fake. They took those findings and made up their own theory about it without, that's right, without having facts.
Yes.
Without having
and let's not forget about Barack Hussein Obama.
That's
in
right.
2008 campaign. His campaign was fined $375,000 by the FEC for campaign reporting violations. One of the largest fees ever levied against a presidential campaign. Where is the media on that to compare? Hello. And didn't Rosie O'Donnell?
She committed some campaign
everybody's violations. Quiet about that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't even know President Barack Obama in 2008. He was fine. Well, see, because the media was on his side.
Oh, they're going to keep that.
See, when the media is on your side, then it don't leak out to we, the American people. Look who controls the majority of the media.
Yeah.
And so that's why these things leak out. And all of this is just public opinion is what they want.
Exactly.
You all. Public opinion.
Exactly.
Okay, so speaking on public opinion, I have my opinion about James Comey.
Yeah.
He has a mind problem.
Girl.
Something has got to be wrong with James Comey. Because behind closed doors, James Comey answered questions with I don't know 166 times, I don't remember 71 times, and I don't recall 8 times. But yet, he was out on a book tour the other day. Well then, if you can't remember nothing, that lets me know your book is fake and you fake too.
That's right. And you know what else?
What?
I call this the tick-tock run-down-a-clock syndrome.
Right. Because he already know that the Democrats is going to take the House in January. And he think this should all go away. But remember when he lied? When he lied to Congress? Oh, he need to answer for himself. Lying to Congress about that. You wrote a book, but you can't remember nothing? Why you going around out here talking about a book tour? Everything you wrote is fake if you can't remember nothing.
That's right. Okay, so one of the Democrat representatives asked him the other day, if he was best friends with Mueller. Okay, Comey replied, I am not. I admire the heck out of the man, but I don't know his phone number. I've never been to his house. I don't know his children. I think I had a meal once alone with him in a restaurant.
What y'all talk about?
I like him. I am not. I am not associated with him greatly. I am associated. What did he say?
I am not
I'm an associate of his who admires him greatly. We're not friends in any social sense.
Let me tell you where he messed up.
Okay.
When he said, I'm an associate of his who admires him greatly. Well, then how do we know, Comey? Because you couldn't remember something 166 times.
Yeah, come on.
You couldn't remember something. You said, I don't know 166 times.
Yeah.
I don't remember 71 times. I don't recall 8 times.
Yeah.
So how do we know you telling the truth when you can't remember nothing, Mr. Comey?
How we know that? Okay, now, I have to prove that he's another liar.
I got to prove What's
it.
the proof?
I got to prove it.
So give us the proof, girl.
Comey and Mueller worked side by side together under the Bush administration.
Oh, my goodness.
Comey gave bombshell testimony before the Senate Judiciary Committee in 2007 about the showdown with President George W. Bush White House.
Whoa.
It began in 2004 when Comey refused to reauthorize an NSA spying program. Comey was the Deputy Attorney General at the time and was serving as the acting head of Justice Department while Attorney General John Ashcroft was in the hospital. Comey said he had found out that White House Chief of Staff Andrew Hart and White House counsel Alberto Gonzales were headed to Ashcroft's hospital room to get the sick Attorney General to okay the program. Comey said he called his chief of staff to get his people to the hospital, and that his second call was to the FBI director.
Whoa.
I hung up, called Director Mueller, with whom I've been discussing this particular matter and have been a great help to me over the week. And I told him what was happening. Comey said, I'll meet you at the hospital right now. So some more stuff really went down when it came down to all of this. What I wanted to point out is the fact that Comey want to act like, well, I know him, but I don't know him. Y'all used to work together,
That's
Comey.
right, Comey.
You worked hand in hand together.
Yes, you
where
did.
You was able to pick up the phone and call him. Okay, he's one of the finest people I've ever met, Comey said of Mueller later in the same hearing. Comey said Mueller had told FBI agents not to let anyone remove Comey from Ashcroft's hospital room under any circumstances.
Wow, that sounds like what friends do.
Sound like a friend
that
to
sound
me.
Like a friend
A nice buddy.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. Here's what President Donald J. Trump tweeted.
What did he tweet?
Leaking James Comey must have set a record for who lied the most to Congress in one day.
Woo.
His Friday testimony was so untruthful. This whole deal is a rigged fraud headed up by dishonest people who would do anything so I could not become president.
That's
now, they are now exposed. Now, deal with that.
Deal with
Mr. Comey.
Yes.
Listen, you all. I mean, it's just all a mess. But you know what?
Mess.
We have to keep you all updated.
Yes.
And you have to pay attention.
You got
because
to.
when you don't pay attention, they will push a narrative on you. And remember, the more you hear things, you will start to believe that foolishness.
That's right.
Stop falling for the okie doke and wake up. Okay? Listen, when we come back, you all, we're going to be talking about Kevin Hart and Kyler Murray and what happened at the Oscars.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with more Diamond and Silk Chit Chat. Hey y'all.
Hey.
Okay, so I know that you all have been having problems with these social medias not getting our notification. You can't find us. You're getting booted off whenever you watch a video. So here's what I want you to do.
Listen up.
Go to diamondandsilk.com and click on Chit Chat.
Yeah.
Yes, we back, baby.
That's right.
With Chit Chat at diamondandsilk.com. So if you can't view it on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, Instagram, YouTube, then go on over there to our website.
That's right.
diamondandsilk.com.
Because you know they're coming for us, right? Oh, girl.
Go, 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 go. Hey, y'all, go to diamondandsilk.com and click on Chit Chat Live. Diamondandsilk.com. Go ahead, go ahead.
Twitter.
Oh, go, 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 go. Y'all ain't got nothing on us.
Nothing.
Forget you, YouTube. Get out the way. Diamondandsilk.com. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Do you want to see Diamond and Silk keep this thing going? I mean, keep this here thing moving?
Really?
Well, go to our website, diamondandsilk.com, and contribute. Right there, diamondandsilk.com. You can make all of your contributions right there on our website, diamondandsilk.com. So we can keep this party moving on and on and on and on to the break of dawn. On and on and on and on. Like hot butter popcorn. Just on and on and on. That's diamondandsilk.com.
So, you know, Diamond, I am just so excited about the First Step Act that is being implemented with prison reforms. And what I'm most excited about is the fact that we have a President Donald J. Trump, that wants to sign this into law.
you may not have a family member in prison,
right?
But if a prisoner get out and he don't have the tools that he need to be successful, he may come and break in your house.
That's right.
Or he may commit another crime, and it may affect you and your family. You have to understand that most families are severely impacted by a loved one going to prison, and when they get out, sometimes they're not able to re-enter into society where they can make it on their own. And so this should be a bipartisan effort on both sides of the aisle, where people are coming to the table. Let's get this signed into law. So that's why we need you to sign up for conservative justice reform. Hey y'all, join us for Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live on Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And welcome back, you all.
Yes.
So over the weekend, Kevin Hart announced that he was going to be hosting the Oscars.
Yes.
I am not a political friend with Kevin Hart because he said he insulted our president one time, but I was a little happy and tickled for him because good for him.
Good for him.
I think this is something that he's always wanted to do. I heard it was something that was on his bucket list.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
But then, you all, something came out, and here's what happened. It says Kevin Hart stepped down from the Oscars when some tweets from his past surfaced, you all. Okay? All right? The tweet said, "Yo, if my son comes home and tries to play with my daughter's dolls, I'm going to break it over his head and say, in my voice, stop, that's gay." Okay, Hart apologized years ago for what he said, but the Oscars wanted him to make another apology.
Right.
So Hart said no and stepped down.
That's right.
Okay. So later on Instagram, Hart stated, he posted and he stated,
right,
"Our world is becoming beyond crazy, and I'm not going to let the craziness frustrate me.
Right.
If you don't believe people change, grow, evolve as they get older, then I don't know what to tell you," he also wrote. "If you want to search my history or past and anger yourself with what you find, that is fine with me. I'm almost 40 years old, and I'm in love with I'm in love with the man I am becoming."
That's
so
right.
I thought that was really, really touching, really nice, right? And so I was taken aback by it because I started thinking, what made me get on this here tip is, wait a minute. Now, Kevin Hart, and I'm not trying to play. They call it identity politics in the political world, but I'm not trying to use the race card here.
Okay.
But when I look at everything, Kevin Hart, who happens to be a black man, you have to apologize for something that happened 9-10 years ago. But we have Jimmy Kimmel, who happened to be a white man. Not one time did anybody from the Oscars ask him to apologize.
And he did some damnable
things.
He
did some nasty stuff.
Yes.
All Kevin Hart did was tweet it. Remember, Kevin Hart is a comedian. So a lot of comedians say a lot of off-the-cuff stuff.
Yes.
And back then, that may not have been off-the-cuff because that's just what it was, you all. And everybody goes along with the times until we evolve into something different, something better. Certain things we don't do no more. Okay,
certain time.
Right? Okay.
Right.
So Diamond and Silk, we had to tweet out. Funny how the Oscars never made Jimmy Kimmel apologize for his lewd behavior towards women, but demanded that Kevin Hart apologizes for a tweet he apologized for years ago.
Right.
This is straight bias.
Yes, it is.
What's good for one should be good for all.
That's right.
And that's what we said. I'm not trying to make it about race. But if you're going to do it for one and going to set an example and make an example out of one, then you need to do it for all. Nobody should get by on that.
Right,
okay?
Right,
and
right.
then you had Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
He came to the defense of Kevin Hart. Now, listen, you all. These people are liberal. And so I don't agree with them politically.
But you don't
I don't have to agree with you political to know what's right, what's wrong, what's wrong.
That's right.
Uh-huh. So Nick Cannon came out in the defense of Kevin Hart by posting other comedians' offensive tweets.
Right.
Cannon saying, Cannon said, I've been saying F up sugar honey iced tea since Twitter started.
Now, he didn't say sugar honey iced tea.
But we put it in our code word, so we wouldn't say the word.
Okay.
I don't play that politically correct BS.
Mm-hmm.
F politics, only truth.
That's right.
I can say thank you, Nick Cannon.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yes.
But here is what let me go ahead on and just make this here before I make my point.
Okay, go ahead.
So that was one controversy with the Oscars.
That's right.
And then you had Kyler Murray. Mm-hmm. He had just won the Heisman Trophy on Saturday. Mm-hmm. But media, being media, they just couldn't let him enjoy it.
No, they
Not
couldn't.
even for one day. Mm-hmm. Not even the day he won.
Uh-uh.
So the USA Today came after him for 4 tweets that were 6 years old that he made when he was 15 years old.
15.
And now he has a verified Twitter account.
15.
So I believe he apologized for that. I think when when you think as a child, you do what children do, but when you get older, you put away childish things. Mm. But let us tell you all what's going on here.
Can I break it down?
Go on, break it, girl, break it on down.
This is what I call political correctness at its finest. Mm. Okay, the left has been doing this to the right for years.
Yeah.
Now. Okay, and now I call this they're eating their own.
Eating their own.
Okay, This is what they're doing. And I'm not trying to make this about race. I'm not trying to make this about racism.
Right.
But I need for people to understand something when it comes to the damn Democrats.
When it
comes
to, let's not, wait a minute.
Well,
let's say liberals. Let's call them liberals. Because you got some Democrats that was pissed off with the Oscars, pissed off even with what they said about Kyler Murray. Like, enough is enough.
We can call them liberals, but see, it's a specific kind of Democrats. It's a specific kind of liberals that I'm trying to get
Come on, get to it, girl. Get to it.
Because it's not all Democrats.
Right. Mm-hmm.
All right. It's a special kind of Democrats. Okay. For me, back when it was slavery, I called them like the masses.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I call them the masses is because they are the one, okay, follow me here, that took and they enslaved black people.
They wanted to keep black people enslaved.
Right. But how they did it is they took the biggest black person, the black male, okay, and they whipped him.
Made an example. The Willie Lynch syndrome, baby.
That's right.
Wanted him to look horrible in front of all of the other black people.
So they used him. They beat him within one inch of his life.
Not to kill him.
Not to kill him.
But to make an example so the other black people, black slaves, would not speak up. So when I see you doing this to Kevin Hart and Kyle Murray, who happen to be black men, you don't want the other black people to speak up. But I'm so happy it's not just black people speaking up. It's black people, white people, Republicans, Democrats, gay, straight. This is wrong.
It's wrong. But I want people to understand who's doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Because for so long, the Democrats have indoctrinated people's minds that it was Republicans
there
that's
you
doing
go.
it. I want you to take a look at who owns the Oscars.
That's right.
Who owns USA
Those are liberals.
Today?
Those are liberals.
Who owns Facebook?
Those are liberals.
YouTube, Google, and all of them.
Liberals. Right.
Okay? That's who's setting you back. That's what I want you to understand.
That's right. There you go. And what they did.
Yes.
I shook my head.
Yes.
But you are the ones that you give your money to their causes.
That's right.
You hip parade for them.
Yes.
And then when you have something on your bucket list that you want to do and you go to do it, now they hold you back because of something that you typed.
That's something
and
you
put
typed
on social media.
9
But you
years
got
ago?
Jimmy Kimmel showing his body parts.
Yes.
Dressed up in blackface.
Yes.
Getting people. He did that years ago, but nobody say anything about Jimmy Kimmel.
That's right.
But you got all of this stuff to say about Kevin Hart.
And this is called political lynching.
That's exactly what it's called.
Political lynching.
That's exactly what it's called.
Out you because they feel like you're getting a little too big for your britches.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay,
that's exactly what it is.
Understand and recognize,
because you don't own the Oscars.
That's right.
Black people don't own the Oscars.
That's right.
Those are liberals.
And now I got to bring my white people in here too, so you won't feel left out, because these same left-leaning liberals do the same things to white conservatives.
That's right. Break them all the way down.
White Republicans.
That's right. Okay. Look at everybody that's been in show business. All of a sudden, agents left. They lost deals. All because they voted Republican and they support our sitting president.
Roseanne Barr.
Look at what they did to her. All she did was tweet it, took it down, apologized. That wasn't good enough. They took her show. They took her, the highest rating show that we've seen in years, the highest on the platform, just ripped it away from her.
And if you don't do what these left-leaning liberals say that you're supposed to do, think the way they want you to think, speak it the way they say you should speak it, they blackball you.
That's what you do. That's exactly what they do.
They blackball you, take away your livelihood, say you won't work in this industry no more.
Right.
That, as a grown man, unable to think for yourself and to say what you need to say without somebody coming back to browbeat you for something you said 9 years ago.
It's stupid.
This is
ridiculous.
Gotten out of hand.
It's ridiculous.
But I want people to understand who's doing it.
Well, I suspect nobody's going to be watching the Oscars this year. I mean, I didn't watch it last year. I didn't watch it the year before. I was probably not going to watch it even with Kevin Hart, but I was excited that if that's what he wanted to do, he would be able to do it. But then I was taken aback by the Oscars for even throwing that out there where you have to apologize for something that he's already apologized for. People get older. People do evolve.
And
people do evolve.
The way that they're doing our president. The one president that is interested in different issues that severely affect the black community.
And if it affects people period. Americans, real Americans that gets a paycheck that works.
Yes. He's making sure you're working, all Americans, no matter the color of your skin. He's not saying, okay, only just white people work and black people collect food
That's right.
stamps. He wants jobs for all. Look at prison reform. Wants to sign that so you can have a second chance at life. But who's trying to impeach the president? Who's wanting our president gone? The left-leaning liberals.
And those are Democrats.
And
this is why I tell you, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. You're going to have to vote for somebody that is going to make sure they're looking out for you. And the reason why I say President Trump is looking out for we the people is because he ain't being paid one dime for this. He take $1, give the rest of his money away. He's not beholden to Hollywood.
That's right.
He's not beholden to these lobbies and these lobbyists and these donors. He's not. He didn't take the kickback patty whack. But you got these people in Congress that did. Oh, they took the kickbacks and the patty whacks, baby. Yes, they've done that. And so when I see what's being played out here with the Oscars and with Kevin Hart, and
with Hollywood, it's not just that. And we know people that are conservatives that's there in Hollywood that's been blackballed.
Or people that's in Hollywood that's conservative that can't even speak about them being conservative. Or they will be blackballed. It's sad.
Yes, right.
It's really, really, really sad.
You've got a group of liberals that want to shut you down, want to shut down your free speech.
Shut down
your... Want to shut down
But what I don't understand, if you don't want me to think that you are biased, then why didn't you do the same thing with Jimmy Kimmel? Because Jimmy Kimmel got a lot of footage out there that is so nasty, vile, and filthy. His lewd behavior. You said not one thing. But little Kevin Hart, and I'm not calling him little because he's short. I just wanted to say that because
but I got you.
On this, I'm on his side. On this here, I'm on his side right here. This is wrong.
It's wrong.
He should have been able to host the Oscars. That should have never came up because he's already apologized for that. When do people have a chance to redeem themselves?
When do they have a chance to redeem themselves? And now take a look at this right here, nugget right here. Look at everybody that's being affected by what happened to Kevin Hart. Now look at how you do President Trump.
That's right.
You take things that happened way back in his past and try to use it against him right now. And now the same thing is happening to you.
That's right. That's why you have to be cautious. Kevin, how you throw insults.
That's right.
And all the rest of you, how you throw insults at a sitting president.
You think because you're making those millions right now that you got it like that, somebody can take a left-leaning liberal
can take your stuff away from you. That's right.
That's right.
That's why you be cautious how you do that. You know, I did not like Obama policies, but when Obama was in office, I respected
him.
And we didn't talk out against Obama until it was his campaign. He started sitting up here campaigning for a crook and Hillary. We spoke out. You ain't do nothing.
That's right.
You didn't do nothing.
That's right.
But you see what I'm talking about?
That's
right. While he was in office, he was the president. We respected that. And all we ask is that people respect this sitting president because this is the only man that I've seen in all of the years of my life that I've seen that's really want to make sure that Americans thrive, that America is greater than we've ever seen it before.
And also respect difference of opinion.
That's right.
That's going out the window, girl.
Right.
I'm starting to see some stuff that it's like it's really starting to bother me, that the generations that's coming after us and the next generation, soon everybody is going to be like a robot.
Well, that's how they're trying to make it.
Yeah.
They're trying to pull different things. You can't see this. Yes. You can't do that. First of all, stop controlling us. This is not socialism. Right. We don't want to live in a secular nation. We don't want that foolishness. Stop trying to control us. Take your little money and go somewhere and create something underground.
Yeah.
Because we don't have to see your foolishness.
Or to another country.
That's right.
All them people leaving that country coming over here. There's plenty of space over there.
That's right. If you want to create all of that. And those people are coming over here for a reason.
So
don't tell me America ain't great. People are coming over here because it's great. Right. They're trying to walk up in our country illegally. Bum rush our borders to get up in here because it's great.
Yes.
So don't tell me that it ain't great.
That.
Speaking of great girl, Martin Luther King's daughter, Bernice King, wrote a powerful letter in support of Trump-endorsed bill. That criminal justice reform bill. And I don't know if I have a chance to read it, but I think I'm going to read it.
Yep, you have a chance.
Go ahead. Here's what she said, you all. The criminal justice reform bill championed by President Donald J. Trump has gained bipartisan support.
Well, now, this is not what she said.
Okay.
This is what I'm just letting you know what happened.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
We're letting everybody know what happened.
Okay. So let me tell you. So I'm going to read the letter, but let me tell y'all what happened. So the criminal justice reform bill championed by President Donald J. Trump has gained bipartisan support. It has supporters from Van Jones and Jared Kushner, and it's just got a big name added to the cause. Dr. Bernice King, the daughter of Dr. Martin Luther King.
Wow.
So amazing. King wrote in a plea to Congress that the First Step Act is an opportunity to take a monumental step towards assisting and empowering the least of these in America.
Wow.
For too long, disenfranchised populations have suffered in a punitive prison system that offers no viable pathways of re-entering society.
That's right.
Today, over 2 million Americans are incarcerated in a system that does not offer the resources to bring out their intellectual and creative genius. So, invariably, the world at large is impacted. Families are fractured.
Yes.
Children are missing out of relationships with their parents. Furthermore, the average annual cost to incarcerate prisoners is over $32,000.
Wow.
Prisons are draining financial resources that can be used to invest in improving families and communities.
Yes.
King spoke about the importance of reaching across the aisle to make it happen and change the status quo, to pull people out of the spiral to do what was right. Or to do what's right.
That's right.
So listen, you all. So I absolutely appreciate that the letter went to Mitch McConnell. It's time to bring this to the floor.
Yes.
So it seemed like you wanted to say something.
Well, no, I just want you to go ahead.
It's time to bring this here to the floor.
Yeah.
You know, first of all, you all, the First Step Act will provide federal judges the discretion to argument sentence guidelines when the mandatory minimum is too harsh for some criminal offenses. And so people, I'm hearing people, they don't like it. Some people don't like it because it's going to give people that have committed crimes a second chance. But this is called the First Step Act.
Right.
And you all, what does it say to us as a society,
Yeah.
if we take, and somebody may have got caught with an ounce of marijuana or 2 ounces of marijuana in the 90s, and you've given them life in prison for that, okay?
Yes.
All right. So what does it say to us as a society when somebody have done their time and they get out? We don't give them a second chance to re-enter to society. Like, what are we? Are we being selfish? What does that say about us as law-abiding citizens?
That's right. And we do better when we have more bodies working.
That's right, to pay into the system. Instead of not being housed behind cages.
That's right.
And we paying them $30-some thousand a year.
Right.
Okay, all right. Also, the First Step Act introduces a mentor program between incarcerated youth and volunteers from faith-based or community organizations. Additionally, the First Step Act will retroactively reform unfair sentencing.
That's right.
Disparities that affected 2,600 federal prisons convicted of crack offenses before 2010.
That's right.
She also goes on to write, my mother, Coretta Scott, says, struggle is a never-ending process.
Right.
Freedom is never really won. You earned it and win it in every generation.
That's
King
right.
even reached outside the aisle, praising Senator Mitch McConnell and talking about his participation in the past with civil rights actions, including being at the signing of the Voting Rights Bill and at the Lincoln Memorial doing her father's I Have a Dream speech as she called upon him to give this bill a vote.
Wow.
I love it. King called upon members to pass the bill. I asked members of Congress to honor my father's legacy by showing the world we can come together because together we win. We with love for humanity. That's
incredible.
With love for humanity.
That's
absolutely
incredible.
Love that. Listen, you all, I think on this issue we have a chance to come together and not be divided on something that we can work on together. Okay? Because if B's talking about a Russia collusion when Mueller don't have nothing on collusion. I'm tired of hearing about Cohen and his crimes. You did the crime, you got to do the time.
That's right.
I want to start talking about this. Things that's going to impact the livelihoods and the lives of people. Because listen, if we give people a second chance when they re-enter to society, they won't make those same mistakes. They won't want to. But if you don't give them a second chance, when they come out, they can't get a job. They can't get this. They can't get a car. They can't get a... What we setting them up for failure?
Their hands so that they can't...
You telling them to paint the house, but you got their hands, their feet, their mouth shut. You got everything
tied up.
But you want them to go paint the house.
And especially for a man.
Absolutely.
Especially for a man unable to provide for their family once they get out.
Right.
You know, you give them all of these different tools on the inside of prison, but you won't allow them to use those tools when they get outside of prison.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
That's a shame, and that's bad for society. Shame on society for even allowing that.
But I think society have to have a train of thought. Now, I'm not saying we let these common criminals that only did 2 years just let them out. No.
We're not saying that.
What I'm saying is that you have people sitting in these jails, you all, that hadn't done much or nothing, and they're doing life in prison.
Life in prison.
Those people, when they get out, if their term is up, they need to know how to re-enter society so that they can have a second chance at life. There is nothing wrong. I always say, when do people have a chance to redeem themselves? If you've already done your time, because you've done the crime, and you get out, you should have a chance to redeem yourself by showing society that you can become a law-abiding citizen.
Especially if we allow these illegal aliens to cross our border illegally.
That's right.
And that's when they committed their first crime, when they crossed illegally.
Absolutely.
But you still allow them the opportunity to get a job.
There you go.
And make green money right here, baby. Then when a person do the crime, do the time, get out of prison, you won't even allow them the opportunity to re-enter back into society.
And then you wonder why they commit more crimes to go back to where they came. And listen, it's going to be, you got people that's been locked up for 35 years.
Yeah.
If they get a chance to get out, they don't know how to make it in this society. They're going to need help. If not, they will commit a crime to go back to what's familiar. It's familiar. At least I know I'm going to eat. At least I know I can play ball at the rack.
Especially if you got the hands tied.
If you got the hands tied. That's all we said. We don't want people hands tied.
That's right.
Speaking of tied, let's talk about this here. And this here you all have gone under the radar. But I want to talk about it.
Yes.
HUD official is moving from Trump Plaza into public housing.
Okay.
So a report from the Washington Post, you all, is saying this. Federal investigators have cited the New York Housing Authority for mold, rodents, and lead.
Oh my God.
Over Thanksgiving weekend, 25,000 residents went without heat and hot water. The latest in a string of mishap caused by mismanagement and crumbling infrastructure.
Wow.
Okay. Lynn Patton, the longtime Trump family aide, now in charge of New York and New Jersey region of the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, is going to be, what she's going to do is she's going to take, and she's going to go into,
she's going to move into
one of these here places to live there, okay, for about 30 days. Now, in case the troubles plague the nation's largest housing authority have slipped anyone's attention, Patton is shining a spotlight on it all by moving into this public housing.
Wow.
She's going to do it for a month, and this is going to start in January. Right. So New York, Mayor Bill de Blasio has promised the housing authority $3.7 billion through 2027 to fix leaky roofs and fallen boilers. But the city is under no obligation to fund public housing. Now, the New York State legislation have appropriated $450 million over the last 2 budget cycles to fix the boilers and manufacturing elevators. But Governor Andrew M. Cuomo, which is a Democrat, has said he would not release the funds until a federal monitor is in place. So what I say is put a federal monitor, whoever you need in place.
Do what you need to do.
Do what you need to do to make sure people living conditions are up to par. Because what I find appalling, and what I'm taken aback by is the fact that you will create a sanctuary city for illegal aliens. And you will make sure they have what they need.
Whatever they need.
But American citizens can't have what they need. And that's a problem for me.
That's right.
These people are living in public housing. Allocate the money to where it's supposed to go. Because people don't want rats crawling over their head.
That's right.
They don't like roof leaking and water coming into their home.
That's right.
Okay? Treat them the way you would want to be treated. So I'm calling on Andrew Cuomo.
Yes.
And all of them.
Bill de
Blasio. Make sure the funds are appropriated correctly. And go to what needs to go, where it needs to go to.
That's right.
So stuff can be fixed. And I have to commend Lynn Patton for doing her job.
That's right.
For doing her position. Job. Good for you, Lynn.
Yes.
Good for you.
Yes.
Listen, you all. Oh my God. The whole hour. It goes by so fast. It goes by so fast. Listen. Don't forget, you all, 2019 Chit Chat Tour tickets are available. DiamondandSilk.com. Click on Chit Chat Tour to get your tickets. You know we're in the holiday season. I'm so happy because we can say Merry Christmas. Go get you a nice little gift present. Get you something at DiamondandSilkStore.com. And listen, you all, don't forget every day at 11:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we pray. We pray for this country. We pray for our families. We pray for your family. We pray for our president. We pray for his family because we believe that prayer changes things.
Amen.
Silk, you got anything to say, girl?
Fox Nation.
Fox Nation, you all. So listen, you all. We are excited to be joining Fox Nation. And in the coming weeks, we will keep you updated and informed as to how you can see us on Fox Nation. On Fox Nation. On Fox Nation.
Nation.
So make sure you stay tuned. Okay? All right? We good? So listen, we was just coming to give y'all the 211. We call it the 211 because it's 2 of us.
And we're the ones giving it to you.
So in the meantime and in between time, we will see you next time right here on Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.